They're more productive and they grow their productivity faster. Productivity is perhaps the single most important factor in creating a successful economy.
Because at the end of the day, we've got to get the orders out the door, and it's in the best interest of all of us to make sure that happens, because we're all the joint owners of the company.
Against the predictions of traditional economic thinking, they last longer than normal businesses, and when there's a downturn, they sustain jobs better. They also reinvest profits substantially back into the business to keep it strong and growing organically.
When the company was running over the old regime, I think the one thing, as I said earlier on in the interview, was that we were told little or nothing. I think you feel as though it's I think you do feel it's probably your company more than I would have said early on working in the old regime. You can actively have a far bigger input under this situation than we did in the old situation, you know. So the freedom that came with an employee-owned company, I found quite refreshing.
We have a weekly meeting every Friday, and that's where all the information is given via facts, figures, the financial figures, and also it gives everyone the chance then to express opinions as well and ideas. We are 100% involved with every decision there. There's nothing that we're not involved with. And we are treated as full directors at the board.
We've always had on our board 2 employee directors, and the employee directors are treated exactly like any other directors. You know, they have an equal say and participation and everything like that. Certainly at that level, board level. But it goes all the way through, you know, to the point, you know, as I say, we have weekly meetings, what we call the Rowie meetings, and everybody contributes. You know, it's a chance for us to say what issues are, where we are with sales, what we're doing, what's coming up and everything, and for people to contribute back again to say, look, have you thought about this, or do you need to be considering these kind of things? Sometimes it can be fairly small things, but sometimes it's fairly strategic questions we're being asked and challenged on. It can get a bit uncomfortable, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm. People care more about their work here than they do other places. Other places I've worked, they sort of maybe feel they come in, they do their job, they go home, whereas here people tend to put in a bit extra work just to make sure the quality's right. Because people feel it's more their company, so automatically they're going to care more about the work they're putting out, because it's the company's reputation and the like. Obviously we're used to getting annual pay rises. That has now stopped because of the lack of work. But everyone understands, you know, that's what's necessary, you know. It's what's important is the company keeps going, and that's the right decision to make.
I think it's a commitment. Certainly I'm speaking more so from Woollard and Henry as well. People within Woollard and Henry are really, really engaged. You know, they care and they have a passion. When I have customers, you know, coming round and everything, I always make a point of introducing the customers to the people there, because I know if they speak to people doing the jobs, they enthuse pride in what they do and everything, and it just makes the job a bit. It's a nice place to work.
They distribute some of the profits of the business to all the employee owners. That reduces the gap between rich and poor. It has an effect on child poverty. And when the cash gets spent, it gives a boost to the local economy. Here we show a comparison between 2 similar businesses, one organised democratically and one conventionally. The effect on the spread of wealth is very different, and the effect on the local economy also. In both cases, the democratic business is hugely more positive. In the financial years ending in early 2014, John Lewis, the employee-owned company, had £10.2 billion sales. Marks & Spencer's, the conventionally structured company, 10.3 billion sales. In terms of employees, John Lewis had 56,000 partners, they call them all partners, and Marks & Spencer's 61,000 employees. John Lewis paid a partnership bonus to all their partners, that's all their employees, of £202 million. Marks and Spencers paid dividends to their shareholders of £271 million. In John Lewis, every employee, every partner, received a bonus of 15% of pay, about 2 months' pay. The great majority of the Marks and Spencers dividends went to financial institutions in the City of London.